To celebrate the release of her latest EP, Love Bites, Luvcat joined us in the Existential Boozer to explore conversations of childhood regrets, style inspirations, and a very special piano that started her career. Right, Sophie, cheers. Welcome to the Existential Boozer. Is it too early for you, or is 12:30 okay for a red wine?
It's never too early.
Do you get around a lot of London pubs, or is it a scene you know well?
I used to live in Camberwell, which was the best pub scene. My old local, the old dispensary. Don't know if you know it, but it's the best pub in London.
You're a bit further away today. We're North London, Islington. Is there anywhere up here that any gig venues, pubs that have a special place in your heart?
Well, Camden. I grew up playing in Camden. The Dublin Castle had some pretty horrific shows in there, but the best.
Yeah. Well, on stage then for you must feel like a place where you're happy. So it feels like a fitting place to start Proust's questionnaire and ask you what your idea of perfect happiness is.
I think in my grandparents' garden with tea and scones and my phone full of secret new demos.
Playing it out through the phone or headphones or in your own world?
No, just knowing it's there on the side.
Like a secret?
Yeah. Just for me.
So what about your greatest fear? Would your greatest fear be losing those demos, or would it be something different completely?
Losing a notebook, yes, absolutely. And also the plane going down whilst listening to a really terrible song is a big fear of mine.
Oh, right. So the last song you ever listened to in life being a bad song?
Yeah, and they look at my phone and go, wonder what she was listening to in her last moments, and it's something awful.
Is there a guilty pleasure song that comes to mind when you think of that?
Well, I don't think this is a guilty pleasure because I think it's one of the best songs ever. But it's a song called Me and My Monkey by Robbie Williams, and we listen to it religiously before every show. It's like 7 minutes long, and there's big brass sections in it. And I've listened to it before every first date I've ever been on as well.
It's a hype song.
Yeah.
What is the trait then you most deplore in yourself?
Lust.
Okay. What is the trait you most deplore in other people?
Lack of lust.
What living person or who do you most admire who's living currently?
My mum.
Your mum?
Definitely my mum. She is 60 years old. She'll hate me for saying that, but she's so glamorous. She still wears mini skirts and stilettos, and yeah, I love her to bits.
Obviously she shaped you personally. That sounds like a given, but is in your artistry as well?
Yeah, definitely in the visual side of things, because she's always had that sort of glam goth thing going on. She's got a hair and beauty salon that she's had for like 35 or something years, so I grew up in that environment just outside of Liverpool.
Should we give her a shout out? What's your mum's name?
Maria.
Maria, shout out to Maria from the Boozer.
Love you, Mum.
What is your greatest extravagance?
Probably when I signed my first record deal last year, and I went to Venice and I met this guy. He had like a tiny little shop off St Mark's Square, and he was playing Joni Mitchell and Fleetwood Mac, and he had all these amazing masks and art pieces, and I bought one and he shipped it over to me, and he did all the stuff for like Eyes Wide Shut, and yeah, it was expensive, but
worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah. What's your current state of mind?
Charmed.
What would you consider to be the most overrated virtue in life?
Abstinence.
On what occasion do you lie?
When you're passing another band backstage at a venue, and you tell them great set, but you've been in your dressing room eating cheese while they were playing.
Yeah.
You gotta lie.
Do you find it difficult to watch other bands play when you're preparing for a show? Is it distracting?
Yeah, I'm just not very sociable before a show at all. Like, I'm really nervous, and I just hide away and do my makeup, and the boys will sing to me to calm me down. Yeah,
is that like I was going to say, do you have a pre-show ritual, but it sounds like sort of meditating a little bit.
Not really. I don't know how to do. I'd like to know how to meditate, but it's more just a glass of red wine. The boys will sing some old standards to me, and I'll just do my lipstick 12 times.
Yeah. What do you most dislike about your appearance?
I used to really not love my nose because I thought it was like a witchy nose. But then I realised it's my nan's nose and I love my nan.
Which living person, we spoke about who you may admire, but which living person do you most despise?
Right. Probably...
There's a long list these days, I feel like, do you know what I mean?
I would say my old next door neighbour, because she cut down a healthy, huge blossom tree from the front garden and then moved house.
Yeah. Whilst you were still living there,
yeah,
she
I just
left.
think that's so cruel.
Yeah, a blossom tree of all trees is kind of...
It was so beautiful and I could see it from my window, my bedroom window.
What is the quality then you most like in a person? Is it appreciation for nature and trees?
Imagination.
What word or phrases do you most overuse?
That's boss.
Yeah.
Magical. I say magical like a million times a day.
Yeah. I think both of those track are magical for your sort of artistry, but you're also from Liverpool. So
Yeah.
you got to kind of have to say that's boss.
I'm from just outside of Liverpool before anyone debates me.
Whereabouts is that?
It's a town called Widnes. I was born in Liverpool
Yeah.
and then I grew up outside, which was Lancashire, then it was Cheshire. I think it's now Merseyside. Who knows?
Yeah.
No man's land.
What or who is the greatest love of your life?
Music. Music.
When and where are you happiest then?
When I'm in Paris, probably at Chez Genou, which is a little restaurant that stays open really late. So like after you play a gig, you can go and get an amazing meal and a chocolate mousse. So I love going there with the band after we played a show.
So far we've had Paris and Venice. Do you have like a sort of special place in your heart for a place in Europe when you go on tour? Is it a big, because Europe kind of like evokes a lot of...
Yeah, I just love playing in France. I mean, it's not a secret that I love France, and I just asked my agent if I can just keep going back. But I've never really played a lot in Italy, only in Turin. So my goal for the next few years is to break Italy.
Yeah. Which talent would you most like to have?
I want to speak to my cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For actual verbally speaking, not just emotional connection.
Just understand what he's saying, because he's always chatting away, but I don't know what it means.
yeah, meowing away.
Yeah.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I wish I was a better reader. Like, I've bought so many books over my life, and they're all gathering dust. I can't finish them. I'm still finishing a series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket from when I was like 7. So I just wish that I was a better reader.
What do you consider to be the greatest achievement you've ever had in your life?
I think going from being a waitress to a full-time musician, pretty much my own doing, and not having to answer to the man.
Yeah. If you could die, well, if you were to die, we're all going to die, and come back as a person or a thing, what might that be?
A black cat.
So you could speak to your other cat?
Yeah.
Okay, what was your most treasured possession?
Probably my upright piano that my granddad bought me when I was 8. It's got like a double seat, and when I was in the music shop with my parents, he said, go and choose a piano. And I went there and I fell in love with this piano, and I saw this double seat, and my parents were like, don't ring him and ask him for the double seat because he'll buy it. And I was like, but I really want to sit with my friends and play. And I rang him and he was like, just get it, kid.
Yeah.
And that's been the best thing, because it means you can all sit with your lover and sing to them, and so it's like a really social part of the house.
Have there been any sort of musical moments in your career that have been made on that piano?
Oh yeah, so many of my first songs were written on that piano. In fact, I did my first ever YouTube video when I was a really young teenager that shouldn't have been allowed to upload on YouTube. I covered the Luvcats by The Cure and lit all the candles on top of the piano, and it's kind of funny now because I'm Luvcat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a worthy investment from your granddad, everything it's given you in your career.
Oh yeah, I'd try and save it in a fire. I don't know if I could.
What do you consider the lowest depth of misery?
When I'm writing boring songs.
Yeah. Even though you're still being creative, that's the lowest.
Yeah, just boring, stagnant songs. Like, I can't help it. Just really, really gets me down.
Yeah. What is your favourite occupation?
Prima ballerina.
Yeah. Have you ever done have you got any ballet background that you've...
I did it when I was a kid, and I think I did like 2 lessons and made my mum go and buy me all the gear, so all the gear and no idea.
Yeah. What do you think is your most noticeable characteristic?
My evil streak.
Yeah. Anything, and then a characteristic from a personality point of view?
Maybe my storytelling.
Yeah.
I love telling a good story, and they're always true.
What do you most value, what trait do you most value in your friends and people who are close to you?
I just like when my friends are like, when my friends let me dress them up as Victorians and act in my murder mystery plays and stuff, when they're up for it.
So their willingness is a trait you quite like, isn't it?
They're trusting me.
Yeah. Who are your favourite writers, or it can be literary or even musical writers from history who've influenced you?
Growing up, it was, or still is, Lewis Carroll, Spike Milligan, Dr. Seuss, and the music-wise, I'd say Tom Waits, Leonard Cohen, and Joni Mitchell are the top 3 for me.
Do you have a favourite hero from fiction?
Truly Scrumptious from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Is there a historical figure that you find yourself identifying with?
Maybe the lady from Lady and the Tramp.
In any specific way?
No, just sometimes I just see it and I'm like, that reminds me of me.
Yeah, it's fair.
Eating the spaghetti, I don't know.
Happy, just blissfully happy.
Yeah. With a big scary dog on the side, you know.
Yeah. Is there a name in real life that you have a particular affinity for? Like someone's name?
Morticia.
And why?
Because she is just the sexiest lady on the planet, and yeah, the Addams Family are a massive influence on everything that I do. I love that sort of toxic, unhinged love romance.
So this is a broad one now. So what is it that you most dislike? And it is anything in the world. So what is it you most dislike?
Carnations in a bouquet.
Okay.
Just hate them.
They have no place there.
No.
I feel like they have a sole purpose, and that's like weddings. Is that?
Just keep them away from my wedding.
Keep them away from your wedding. Okay. I feel like I've seen them on a suit lapel. Is that the right thing? Am I on?
Maybe they're just like.
That's where they belong.
They're just like supermarket flowers.
Yeah.
No, I'm more of a rose lady.
I feel like people, if anyone's ever going to buy you flowers, at least they know what the number one veto
no carnations.
is. Yeah. Do you have a greatest regret in your life?
Not really. I mean, the thing I think about a lot is not going on the school ski trip in 2013, because all my friends still talk about it.
Yeah. Where was it?
Somewhere on the border of Italy and France, and it looked absolutely awful. But
so all your friends are still talking about this ski trip.
Yeah.
And you are a musician, getting to play on stage, tour, have all these great experiences.
I can't ski.
You can't ski.
And I could have learned to ski.
Think what that could add to your artistry as well if you could ski, or a song about skiing.
Yeah.
What could have happened on that trip that could have...
Yeah, I could have met some like French or Italian lover and...
Like the ski trip.
Yeah. On the school ski trip, maybe not.
How would you like to die?
Instantly. But I was watching Baxter's interview with you, and he said erotically, and I also would go for that too.
I think that swung me around as well. I didn't ever think it, but...
Great answer.
If there's ever a way to go.
Erotically or instantly.
Do you have a personal motto by which you live?
It was one that my granddad always said, which was, don't let the bastards grind you down. But like my personal one would probably be snooze you lose.
Yeah. Act fast. Yeah. And into the last question, it's the one for the road, and this is not from Proust's questionnaire, but from us. What do you think is the greatest song in the last 5 years?
Ooh.
I'm going to end heavy.
A song called Wristwatch by MJ Lenderman.
Yeah.
I love that man, and I love that song.
Can we get a reason as to why that song?
Well, I think it's I'm not allowed to swear.
You can.
I think it's a perfect song, and it reminds me of my childhood because it sounds like a lot of the music my dad used to play in the house. It's kind of like the music that, and I mean this in the nicest way, that you put on when you're redecorating or you're painting a wall, and it's just got that like warmth and homeliness to it. But his lyrics are just kind of kooky, and cool, and we shared the stage with him over the last summer at festivals, and it just reminds me of like the coolest summer of my life. So
Why was it the coolest summer of your life?
just doing 101 shows across the year, and then 35 festivals, and traveling all across Europe, getting our first tour bus. It was like totally wild.
Living the life.
Yeah, it was wild.
But imagine what that ski trip was like in 2030, you know.
But I could have been on the 2013 school.
Snooze, you lose.